And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. How is everyone today? Good, I hope? I certainly hope so, because today we're doing bees. Bees! I love the bees. I sort of love the bees. Anyways. That's right, we're doing bee identification and bee processing today. We have, holy crap, a lot of combs laying around. That's a good thing in my humble opinion. And we're going to get them analyzed today. So, you guys know how to analyze bees the basic way. You stand there and you do it. And it takes, takes a small millennia for you to take care of that. Alright, that's everyone knows that. Everyone knows how to do that. We're all okay with that, We all know it. We got it. We're good. Right. Okay. Awesome. So what we're going to be doing today is a little bit different. Let's just dump these in here for my auto processing to take care of automagically. And while we're in here, give me an interface. We're going to be doing this in such a way that we don't have to worry about, cross-processing and all that sort of stuff, and identifying them later, and all of that, rigmarole that we don't want to deal with. Right? Now the first thing we're going to need is an apiarist pipe. Oops, can't do that in there. We're going to need a diamond pipe, which I should have a few of. And my 3 left remaining diamonds, and some propolis, which we have. Look at that. That gets us an apiarist's pipe, which is pretty awesome for a whole slew of different reasons. So let's make a hole, and we'll drop downstairs. Alright, so that's where this is putting us out, right? So let's just go over a little bit. No, that's not where I wanted you. Right there, right there, right there. Do we have free space over here? Yes, we do. Awesome. Now, I am lucky enough to have my remote network thingy-mabjigger. At least I thought I was. Oh, I know where it is. Okay. It's still in my machine room. Off the charging. There we go. There we go indeed. Alright. So now here's what I'm going to do. Let's pop this thing open, and let's take a look. Now, I've been ripping down bits and pieces of my old base, as you guys can probably tell just by taking a look at my inventory. So we're just going to come down like so. Alright. And then right about here, we're going to put our apiarist's pipe. Okay? And let's see if that interface is just about done. Huh, it is. Perfect. And we're going to put the interface on this side. Alright? And what we're going to tell it is that items... Nope. Items go green, so any items that come down will be shot into this ME interface. Which happens to be exactly what we want. Beautiful. And I should have some ME cable right here. Alright, so now we have items taken care of. It's going into an ME interface and we're all set. And I should have some facades on me. Awesome. And I'll cover that up outside as well. Now what do we do about the bees? Well, we want to make something called an analyzer. Alright? And an analyzer... Fuel. And an analyzer is kind of interesting. Basically what it does is... If I pop upstairs... The analyzer is a stationary... Seed oil, honey, creosote. Do I have none of these that have water in them? I could have sworn I had at least one with water in it. Here somewhere. Or am I using it in an auto build? I think I'm using it in one of my auto builds. In here, no. In here, no. In here. Yarp. There's one and there's 2. It's happily producing paper for me. Great. Because what we need to make is the analyzer. It's a beealyzer. Oh, I just need my beealyzer. I do have a beealyzer, don't I? Did I ever make one of those? Or did I pull one of my, hey, I'll tell you about this later, don't worry about it right now moments? I think I pulled one of those. Okay. Not a big deal. We can make a beealyzer. It requires a diamond. Oops. Unless I have one... Nope. Okay, let's get a beealyzer then. So we're going to need a diamond. I have 2 diamonds left. some glass panes. I believe it's tin, isn't it? 4 tin and 2 redstone. And some redstone. And then I need a carpenter. Nope. Alright, so let's get ourselves this with some glass. Give me a bunch of it, why don't you? That's not what I wanted. And that sturdy casing gets us a carpenter. Hip hip hooray. Where can I just plug this in? Oh gosh. This always happens when I go to record. It's like, nope, 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 nope. Okay, that's all full up all the way down this line. But here. Well, we're above my cyclic assembler, but that shouldn't be too bad. So, let's see. Do I have any conduit on me? I do have some conduit on me. Yoink. And we'll drop down our carpenter right there. Beautiful. That is not what I wanted. At all. At flipping all. So probably have to go one more space over. There. There we go. Alright. A little better. So now we have our carpenter, and now we need to get some water in it. Which means I need to hunt down a portable tank. Portable tank. Wait a second. Am I in the right? Nope. I'll be right back. So, sorry about that, guys. What happened there was that I have 2 worlds on my hard drive. They're both named the same thing, except one of them says main right after it. Okay? And what happened was that when I loaded up today, I loaded up my test world. And I just had to go back and redo everything. Actually, the only real difference between this was that I'd been using a creative energy cell over there instead of connecting it to my main power grid because I didn't want to be bothered with it. And let's flip that over. There we go. All right. So now we put in our diamond, our 2 glass panes, and this. And what I actually ended up doing was I kind of just gave up rather than redoing everything I've been doing for the past 2 hours. And went through my test worlds and went, okay, where is this different? Oh, basically just a creative energy cell. Alright, so this world just became my main world, and my test world is now my test world. Yeah. Yeah. I really need to rename them. The subtitles are different, and here we go. Like the little, this is what this thing is different. But other than that, they're the same. So, it's kind of a hit or miss moment sometimes when I boot in which one I'm going to boot into. Alright, so now I just need to get this thing. And I need a sturdy casing. Thankies. And I'm going to need my Bealyzer. And we get the analyzer. Alright. Now, the Bealyzer and the analyzer work about the same, except that the analyzer uses liquid honey. So I'm going to need a fluid... Oh. That. We're all set. Okay. Oops. And I'm going to want an autarkic gate as well. Okay, there we go. So now, let's drop back downstairs. Yoink. Are you filling up or are you draining? You're draining. Oh, right, because that's going. Alright, I'll fix that later. I forgot that I was running my thingamabobber. Anyways, so now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have this drop down into an analyzer, alright? And we're going to tell it... Actually, do I have any hoppers? I can make one. With my limited iron remaining, but we're working on it, guys. And I'm going to tell it that bees... any bees go black. So the only bees coming out of here are going to be unanalyzed bees. All right. And then now what we can do is we can throw our wooden transport pipe on the side here, along with our autarkic gate, which we're then going to tell the gate redstone signal off equals energy pulsar, and then send it up like, nope, like that. So now it's going back into our ME network. All right. So that should be a good solution there. All right. That's how we're going to get our bees all analyzed and done properly. Actually, do I have a crossover pipe in this mod? I do. I have a crossover pipe, an iron and a stone. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so I need a regular stone. Stone brick, smooth stone. Let's get 2. Let's get some glass. Let's get an iron pipe. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. On the ground crafting grid, please. Stone, stone, glass. These are essentially the same, by the way, as your cobblestone pipes. Crossover pipe, there we go. And I'm just going to shove that right up here. And the crossover pipe, what it does is it's kind of serves as a junction. So if I put this gate here, I put my autarkic gate on there, I say redstone signal off as an energy pulse, and then I connect this up here. What you should see, as soon as I get this isolated, is that when I cross-connect this, items coming from the top can only go straight down through a crossover. Alright? Items coming from this side that are coming from the left will cross straight out the other side. And what this frees me up to do now is to get my fluid export bus connected. I forgot all that was there. And get a bucket of liquid honey. Right, that's bugged. Let's get a can of it. Just because I have those cans in there and I don't want to, whatever. So we're just going to plug this thing in and tell it to export all of its liquid honey into the analyzer. Liquid honey goes in. We should see liquid honey popping in there. There we go. And now if we take some of these unanalyzed bees that are upstairs, I had a hole, didn't I? Ack, eek, ook. We should be able to come back up here, drop down, and see forest, unknown genome. Now let's drop down here, and if we place them in, now because they're being put in as a stack, they're going to all process together. This probably won't happen in our processing just because it won't. So now they should pop out. You saw they went into the left side buffer inventory, and they're going to go out into the right side, where they're going to get pulled out by our autarkic pipe, or by our autarkic gate and the wooden transport pipe over there. So they should finish up. There it goes. Bees are getting pulled out. Oh, pulled the whole stack. And they're going to get shot up and straight down and into the interface, where they're now going to get stored in that indexer. All right. So that's pretty simple for us. And we already have the comb processing mostly done up. So let me get out of here somehow. There we go. And let's just hook up our autarkic gate here and allow it to run. Ooh, I don't want my upgrades getting pulled out. So that's honey, sugar. The energetic combs are going to get pulled as well. All right, and all of that's going to get pushed out. What we should see down here is that every single item is respecting that crossover pipe perfectly. All right, so they're all getting shot out into our network. They're all getting analyzed. The bees, that is, are going to get analyzed. And everything else is going to get processed nice and quickly. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. This is nice. I like it. Look at those combs go. Look at them go. All right. So that's enough of that. I'm going to come back in just a couple minutes once I'm ready for the next step. All right, guys. So let me show you a little bit of how this works. All right, how I'm doing this. I remembered I had something in my AE system that makes this incredibly easier. So we got our Primeval Queen, right? And now we have to let her go through a full life cycle before we can actually do anything with her. But thankfully, I have something called an Oblivion Frame that I got from a dungeon chest. I think I can also make them now. But what this does is, you'll notice that on the first bee tick, it'll kill off this queen. Now, the bee ticks are a little bit randomized, and a little bit hard to find out, and it's a bit of a pain in the rear end. But we should see within a couple minutes here that this queen will tick out. Now, these frames do not work inside your Gendustry industrial apiaries. You need actual Gendustry upgrades for this. But, there we go. Primeval and Primeval. Alright. Now, I think that's everything I need. I think. Let me come over to here. And let's do this. Let's do the Primeval Drone with an Ocean Princess gets me an Oily Queen. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, Oily Queen. Now, what can we do with this one? We want to take her up to the Refined Queen. So I need an Industrious Drone to get a Distilled Queen, and then another Distilled Drone with the Oily, or vice versa, to get a Refined Queen. Okay, that's perfect. So let's run back outside. Oops, a little bit too far this time. You know, I never do that when I'm off camera. I never overshoot. I always find this place just fine. Now let's chunk this one in. Oily Queen can go in. And what are you, Primeval? Primeval Princess, Primeval Drone. Yeah, we'll call that good. I don't even know what you get me, but you know what? That's fine by me. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. That's fine. Whatever. We'll let you run for right now. And this one should die off in a couple minutes, but it's getting nighttime, unfortunately. Too bad. Too bad indeed. It's not like this is taking me, an 1/8 of the time to get here than it would if I was playing forestry in the, standard forestry. Let's see. No, it's nighttime too fast. Alright, so I'm going to go sleep through this night, I think. Yeah, because I can't do anything with the Oily. I have an Industrious Drone around here somewhere, I think. That's Imperial. Industrious. Give me one of you. Alright, so I'll be back in a little while once we're all set. Bit of a shortcut, I know. Alright, so if you guys guessed that I would change up all the information on my refined drones to be the Das Uber drones, you'd be entirely accurate. Yay. Hip hip hooray. Now, there's one more thing that I need to do here, and I'm going to have to take care of it off camera again. So the other thing you guys can do is you can actually duplicate entire templates. And the reason I did that was I now have my refined bees with the traits I want, but I also got a species serum off of them. And I can combine them to give me a complete bee type. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these bees upstairs, alright? And I know I have some bees I didn't really want. Ah, there we go. So I'm going to put you guys in here for right now. And let's make sure this automation upgrade goes back in. There we go. And now I should have some of these rocky bees sitting in my AE system. Let's get that done. And Rocky Princess. There we go. Pristine stock. Because what I can do now, if I open up this thing, drop those guys in, is I can bring this guy back over to my imprinter. And remember, I now have an imprint for every trait on a bee. So I can come over to my genetic imprinter, pop this in, pop in my Rocky Princess, and let that whir away. But I can also do something that's even more awesome and slightly skeezy. Let's say skeezy. It's a refined princess, and now we're going to turn our refined drone, who is normally worthless, right? Normally absolutely worthless. All right. This next step I'm going to show to you guys because it's useful to know about. And it's expensive, but it removes the need to go chasing around to find a bee. So now if I check these guys, I take my full template out, I should be able to see that they're exactly how I want them. Right? Right. I can also come over here, though, to my genetic replicator. If I pop in a template, and it has to be a full template, and it eats up a lot of power, and then it eats some of this protein and some of this liquid DNA. All right? And it's going to use that, and use that, and use that. And what it's going to give me is an exact clone of the bee that's up here. Okay? Now, the downside to it is that it comes out as ignoble, which means that there's, I believe, a 10% chance of the bee disappearing. So we have a queen, ignoble stock. All right? So the bee could degrade. It could cease to exist, basically. And we don't want that, but there is a way you can deal with it. Let's take a look at the upgrades. I think it's called the stabilizer. Yes. It requires genetics processor, which requires 4 diamonds and some nether quartz. That's a lot of crap. that is an epic amount of crap. And I'd rather not deal with that right now. I'm just going to pop my refined queen in. If she dies after this cycle, that's fine. She was basically free. Mind you, there's no really good reason to use this unless you are out of bees. And honestly, run a quarry for a couple minutes, you won't be out of bees. Okay. Okay, that one's done. Yeah, seriously, run a quarry for a little while, you will never run out of bees again. It shouldn't be something you'd be running into, you know? Just, it shouldn't be. If you are, I think you're doing something wrong, okay? Imperials, cultivated, industrious. Yeah, so we'll do these ones next. So that's that for right now. That's how you deal with bees, and that's how you create artificial bees, and that's how you keep your artificial bees from running off on you. So this will be the last bee episode for a little bit. I'm going to be using bee products for a little while, though. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. This has been Mr. Kassarian. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a like, follow, subscription. Just let me know you're out there, guys. I'm out of juice. Anyways, happy mining, guys.